Okay, so continuing with our head modeling and face, um, let's go, oops, let's go here and spacebar right click front view. So let's start with the mouth. So modeling the mouth now. Of course, let's do the procedures first, such as I'll just turn on my edge selection. I'll select one edge and I'll just go on, double click the next one so that it runs through. Control and click the polygon or face selection, and then I'll just press delete so I can easily double click this half and delete it. Deleting it so I can go back to file and I can go to edit and make sure you are on object selection. I'll go to edit and then I'll use a duplicate special, still the same settings, duplicate special or apply, and we have our clone. Let's close this. After we have our clone, now let's start with our character's mouth. um, I'll go to my side view here, so spacebar, right click, right view, see-through mode. So here are my polygons so far. Let's go to our edges, click this, double click the next, and then I'll do a connect, W for move, and then vertices, and then I'll just drag this going up, and then here carefully lining the mouth, but also at the same time selecting this, doing another edge slide and trying to fix, or not really fixing, but keeping my edge flow or my topology smooth. Well, mhm. So let's go back to the mouth area, turn off the edge slide, and start forming out the mouth. So I'll just select this there, here, and then let's say I need to widen this to here a little. But I will not be moving at the side view yet. I just want to widen or at least follow the reference for the mouth. I'll switch to my spacebar, right click, perspective view, and solid mode, solid view mode, and carefully select this area to adjust accordingly to the reference there. Okay, so with the mouth, let's do some new tools, or let's use something that we have not yet used during this series. I'll try using the multicut tool. So what the multicut tool will do is it will cut the edges. No? For example, I'll turn it on, multicut. I'll hold shift and it will indicate here that you're going to insert a vertex there, and then as you go on to the next, you're inserting a vertex and at the same time connecting it. That's why it's called multicut, because it's like you're cutting that edge or polygon there. Now I'll just go here holding shift, so it's still always going at the center of the edge. And then here, so I have that cut going around these faces. And then I'll just turn off the multicut tool by switching to the move tool there. But again, I have done that so that I can finalize the cut that I have created. Next thing to do is I'll get my multicut again, hold shift, but this time on this angled vertex, or sorry, edge that I have created earlier by a multicut also. I'll just hold shift and click it, and then here I'll remove or I'll let go of the shift and click it to that corner. That's fine. Next, I'll switch to the move tool to finish that cut, and then I'll go once more to the multi-cut, hold shift, center this, and then remove or release shift and click this corner, W for move, and there you have it. We will be needing this first level of edges or vertices for the detailing of the mouth. So I will just move them away a bit first. Something like this. Mhm. So let me now move this a little bit further outwards, and this one also outwards. Mhm. And this one also. This one here, and this one here. Okay, so with that, let me just move it down. Next here, I'll do another loop, no, mainly to follow this mouth opening or this mouth shape or the lip shape. So I'll just return back to my edges, and then let's turn on the multi-cut. So holding shift, doing a connect. Again, I'm just going to do a loop connection, W to finalize it, and then I'll just go back to the multi-cut, click here, and then connect to that, W to finalize it, or move tool to finalize it, multi-cut again, here, and then there, W or move tool to finalize, and then return to the vertex selection, and then start moving to shape up the lip there. There are other ways to do this. Some will prefer or would prefer to do extrusions. Yes, you can do that. But me, I prefer to do the multi-cut so that I will not have any extra polygons being created as I do this. Well, so again, this will be depending on your preference, since we have been doing several modeling procedures in the past sessions. Next, I will now switch to the side view here. So spacebar, right click, right view, and then X-ray mode. And I will now carefully pull back and push forward some of the vertices. No? So I'll select this vertex, and then I'll just select this and drag it back, let's say, as far as that. Here, there's a cheek line there. Yeah. So this is the middle portion or middle part. Yeah, okay. And then the corner of the lip is going to be pushed back as per the reference here. And then the top here, that's, let's say we will keep this there, but I would like to push this back here a bit. And then this one, let's push it forward a little, or let's keep it there. But this one, let's no, no, let's push this forward, and then let's slightly drag this a bit forward also. There. Okay. Hmm. Let's raise this a bit to lessen that angle. Push this inwards a little. Yep. Next is this one, and I'll drag it forward. Let's say, oh no, I think it's at the right position. This one is going to be dragged here. And this one is not too muchly going to be dragged there. So now we have that initial shape of the lips. So the next thing to do is do some roundings, know how to round this up. So to round that up, we can use the multi-cut again, but in this case, let's just use a simple connect. A simple connect, no, by selecting all of these, sorry, by selecting all of these vertices within or edges within the mouth or lip area, and then I can do a simple connect. I'll just use my connect tool. There it is. And then I can use W for move, and I can use the multi-cut tool to do this. Click and connect, W, then click and connect, W, and carefully I will now once again do some roundings. I can make that drag up. No, this one I'll drag outer to make it round, but at the same time, yeah, just a little. The same case with this. So the roundness of the lips, oops, there. So we can check by turning off the X-ray mode, pressing 3, and you will be able to see the amount of detail that you have already for your character's lips. And I think we still need some more, since the as you can see here, since we already have a connection established. I can switch to the edge, do a double click on the next to have a ring selection going on there. I'll do a connect and a W. Now this can help me further define mouth portions, but mainly I'll go to the slide. Mainly I would like to further um I'd like to further oops there while sliding it. I'd like to further sharpen a bit. Now if I press number 3 I will be able to see that. I'd like to further sharpen this a bit. No, the surface change of the lips so that they it could be at least seen almost on a linear view, almost just like lining it up to separate it from the rest, to slightly separate it from the rest of the face. Mhm. And then I can just turn off this and then just push it inside. There. See number 3. You can see that carefully. This would also mean I can select this. Also mean I can select him. I can select here, drag up, There, more, it's a bit more definition there of the lips. Turn on. Mhm, mhm. Pushing it inwards also, not just by defining or defining the lips, but also the shape of the mouth. Right there. So this would mean we could still add some more lips connection here. So let's try. Double click. Oops, that's a different selection here. I'll do another connect. W, switch to multi-cut. Shift click W, multi-cut. Shift then click W, vertex selection. So it's a bit repetitive now for us being familiar with the tool and also gaining level of familiarity with the procedure itself. So it will eventually become like impulse to you that after you created these connections, you're supposed to move them. So after you've used the edge selection, it will be like common sense or natural impulse or automatic action. No, automatic following action for you is to switch to the vertex and move tool to move there, to move the newly created vertices. So the mouth, let us do something further for the mouth, and that is to create a mouth opening. Uh, the mouth opening should be, let's say, up to here. Let's have this. If I'm going to do a mouth opening, oops, let me just adjust this first. Yeah, that's a little, yeah, we need that. There, there it is. That's going to be this. For the mouth opening, let us create, if I'm going to extrude that, oops, sorry, not extrude it, but let's just try mesh. And let's try and separate. This is, I'm gonna go, no, let's just do this. I'll just select this up to this. Yes, now this is going to be better for the opening of the mouth. So I made that. Oops, I created that selection going around, and then I'll do a connect. There it is, W for connection. So please remember what I did is I am on the edge selection. I could selected this up to the edge of the lips or corner of the mouth, up to that portion. I do a connect W, and then I will carefully use my edge slide and let's just narrow the mouth, or sorry, these new edges that we have created. Let's just narrow them a bit. Yes, we need to narrow them a bit using my edge slide, because the next step is going to be very obvious. The next step is for the creation of the opening. Obviously, you will have to, let's select this off. You will have to select edges here and here and here. Oops, sorry, here and here and here and here. I'll just press delete. And from there, you have a mouth opening. Pressing 3, there it is. But before we leave that opening, 1, we will have to select it. Oops, let's just select the mouth, opening edges, because I will just drag it inwards so that I'm holding shift, no? Hold shift, drag it inwards, press R to scale it so that they are even. And you will see that you need to do this so that it is going to be ready for mouth opening. So the inner details, we will not model the inner details of the mouth, but we are just going to have it ready. So when we have it ready, that means you will be doing it like this. But I will not model that yet because it will be confusing, for we are not yet finished with the other details of the face. But so far, that is going to be for the mouth modeling. And with that, I am done with the mouth initially. Now the base of the mouth is done. Oh, just checking, press 3. Uh-huh. So let's go back first before we forget. Let us adjust the vertices of the face, fitting it, because we have added topology. So therefore, we can further follow reference there for the mouth, pressing 1, pressing number 1. Yeah, now it's followed carefully. So the next thing that I will be doing is the backing up procedure. So let's back it up. So to back up the model, again, selecting both of them, I'll go to my mesh, combine, then solid view mode, spacebar, right click, top view, vertices, and select the middle vertex. Spacebar, right click, perspective view, double checking. So as you can see, it is expected that the number of vertices being selected increases, mainly because we are adding polygons via connections, insertions, or extrusions. So now all of those are selected. I'll go to my edit mesh, and merge W for move. There. I have it merged already. Pressing object selection, number 3. So now, so far, character has lips or mouth, has eyelids ready, and then let's do the backup. So for the backing up, I'll just bring out my head level 02, shift H, there. I'll just select this, drag it to the other end of that, name it I'll copy the name now. Paste head tree, saving work, hiding them, and then I'll go to my edit, delete by type history, edit, delete all by type history, saving work, focusing on this tree. Now I can delete all this also for a cleaner outliner. So far, pressing 1, saving work, and then after this, I'll go to File, I'll save as, still I'll overwrite level 5 because we are in week 5, so this is my level 5 model. Save, yes, and then I'll just go to File and Save As. Go back to my base mesh so that I don't have to open it. So far, model is done for the mouth. Further detailing later, but for now, our modeling for the mouth base is done. So I'll see you on the next video.